Hi everyone! So first of all, I would like to thank everyone for your continuous support, and we're finally at 100 subscribers. I honestly can't believe it. When I first started, I didn't think that I would make it this far, but thanks to you guys, we made it this far. And I'll be answering some of your questions. So I put it in Sana's Pet Story, like questions you want me to answer, and I'll be answering a few in this video. So yeah, stay tuned for that. So the first question somebody asked me is, where do you get your pets? This is actually an interesting question. I think most of the pets I get are from local markets. I try to sort of rescue them from those places, but except Mano. I got Mano from a breeder if because the dogs that are from like markets, they're not really taken well care of, and I think that I think because also he gets like the formal certificates and travel documents, so that's why I did that. But for Malika, I got Malika from a market, and all my other birds, and in the country where I'm in, which is Indonesia, the markets are not illegal yet, like the animal markets, so you can find a lot of these kind of markets here. So, and these markets are honestly really dirty and really unhygienic, and that causes like a lot of stress for the animal. So yeah, when I first got Malika, she was really sort of sick, like there was mucus around her nose, and I sort of started to wipe that off, and I tamed her. So honestly, she's the most like tame bird compared to Arjun, Bubbles, Pickles, and Azul. And I think that after bringing them from the market, they became way more healthy. And the same story goes for Julie. I got her from the market as well. That's why she's so scared of everything basically, and I try my best to be as gentle as possible with her. But despite where I get them, I always try to rescue them as much as possible, because honestly I personally really feel bad for them. So yeah, I hope that answers your question. So the next question that I'll be answering is, what does the name Mano mean? So actually my mom is the one who suggested this name, and I actually really liked it. It comes from the origin of Tamil, which is from India, from the south of India, and it means someone who steals your heart. And I chose to give him this name because when I first went to see him, he actually was like, he just stole my heart, I instantly knew that he belonged with me. So that's why I chose the name Mano, which is actually long for Manoharan, but I honestly have a lot of nicknames, like a lot. It should be more than 10. So the next question that I'll be answering is, how old is Julie? Because as I said, Julie's from a market, so I don't know the exact date where she was born. So her first gotcha day is on November 9th, which is next week. And the Syrian hamster lifespan is 2 to 3 years, so I'm really happy that she successfully made it to 1, and I'm going to have like a mini celebration for her. So I'll probably post a video about her first gotcha day. So the next question is actually quite similar to the last one, which is, how old is Julie? This question is, how old is Malika? So as I mentioned also before, Malika is from a market, so I'm not really certain about her date of birth, but her first gotcha day will come in the first few days, 2nd of January. So that's coming up pretty soon. And I think that when I got her, she should have been more than 5-6 months. So as an estimate, she should be about 1.5 to 2 years by now. Okay, next question. How did you convince your parents to get a dog? So many people ask me this question, but I think that everyone has their own way. But thing that I did was that I kept asking them from when I was in kindergarten, and it's been more than 5 years that I kept asking them. So it's not an impulse buy or a choice that I made really quickly. It's actually something that I really desired for a long time. But I made like a compromise, I wanted to get it right away because I was a small girl. I didn't know what goes into getting a dog. And what I did is that after my brother went to college, my parents agreed to get me a dog because he's going to college. So I have more time to take care of the dog by myself. And honestly, each parent has their own way of getting convinced, but my parents need a lot of, I don't know, nagging or a lot of explanation about what goes into getting a dog or what goes into getting that pet. I think that you really need to do your research and you need to calculate everything. For me, it takes about 2 to 3 months before I actually ask my parents for an animal, or in this case a dog. It took me about more than 5 years to actually finally convince them to get me a dog. Next question, which pet did you get first? Good question. I'll tell you the order of all the pets that I have currently, of what order I got them in. So first one is Mano, of course, and then it's Julie, and then it's Malika, and then it's Bubbles and Pickles, then it was Azul, and then it was Arjun. So that's the order of the pets that I currently have. I think that honestly one led to another, and I see animals in the market and I just can't leave them behind. I just honestly feel very bad and I feel so guilty, so I couldn't really do anything. So yeah, one thing led to another, and yeah, I think that honestly now I have the most amount of pets that I've had in my whole entire life. But it's not a bad thing, I love animals and it doesn't feel like a task. It feels like something I do, and I take care of something that I love. So, why did I start my YouTube channel? This is a really good question. I mean, I say that for all the other questions, but this one is a good question because there's only one person who asked this question, but I decided to answer it. So, why did I start? I started to give like education materials and information about how to take care of animals based on my own experience. Again, I'm not a professional, I'm not a vet, I'm just telling you based on my experience of taking care of these animals, and I'm trying my best to give out videos that a less number of people have made videos about it. Like my one video, can budgies and cockatiels live together? There's no formal video about that, so that's the video that I made. So I'm trying to give out unique content about these beautiful creatures that I have. The next question I'll be answering is, how many pets do you have? I currently have 9 pets, so Mano, Julie, Malika, Arjun, Bubbles, Pickles, Azul, and 2 more fish. So that becomes 9. As I said, I beat my own record of how many pets I have at a time. So I really, honestly, I love doing this. Even though I'm very busy, I always squeeze in time for these guys, because even though they can't speak back, it's really rewarding to spend time with them, to talk to them, and cuddle with them. I think it's really rewarding, and even if they can't verbally tell it to you in your language, they still communicate it through body language, which I just can't get enough of that. Next question is, how old is Mano? So Mano actually is about 2.5. His birthday is May 24, 2019. So he honestly became quite old. He became more quiet and he doesn't run and is not as active as he is before. So if you have a puppy, you need to enjoy that stage, because I really miss it. He would run, he would have a couple of laps during his zoomies, and then he would lie down. I think he gets tired more easily, which, I mean, he's fine, he's getting older, but I honestly miss when he used to play and he used to be so naughty. So yeah. And every time it's his birthday, I would make him a dog cake, and he's so happy. He starts drooling when he sees me making cake from that day on. He loves cake. So, that's all the questions that I'll be answering today. I hope that you learned something more about me and my pets, and hopefully you got like a slight insight into my life as doing this, I guess. And thank you so much for listening if you're here until now. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel because it really keeps me going. And hopefully you enjoyed this video, and bye bye. See you in the next video.